Hi there, my name is Fur Carnowet. Today we're going to be talking about how to charge LiPo batteries. Now, LiPo batteries have been a revolution in electric power, to say the least. But they can be a fire hazard if you handle them improperly. So I store my batteries in a case that is latched. I charge them in a fireproof safe. That's what you see right here. Or you can charge them in a LiPo bag. But regardless, you want to handle them carefully because it can be a fire hazard. So, what I do is I have this fireproof safe and I use it to store the chargers. And this Ziploc bag has all my extra connectors and stuff like that. It's got the plug-in cables. And it's got the chargers themselves. So this, as you notice, I've kind of ground two slots here in the fireproof safe. And so this slot here allows the battery to be put into the fireproof safe. Close it, lock it, and I lock it so that it can't be opened, but you can access the balance connector and you can access this. So if I'm charging two batteries, okay, now once the chargers are all plugged in, your batteries are in the fireproof safe. What I do is I then, with this locked, now everything is safe. You plug the battery in there, and then I use balance connector extenders. One for each. I have a 3, a 4, and a 5S. And this happens to be a 4S. And so the slot allows you to plug in your batteries and operate your chargers outside of the fireproof safe. Now, I have never had a problem with the LiPo battery, but lab tests have proven that the fireball is big. And people have lost cars, homes, and clubhouses due to these fires. So now what's going to happen is when you put when you plug your charger in, it's going to give you a lot of choices on what batteries you can charge. Now there's LiPo charge, discharge, storage. Storage is what you want to do after you're done flying. You want to put it to the storage voltage. Fast charge, balance, and charge. And so you want to set, now these are 3000 milliamps, so they would be charged at 3 amps. So if it was a 4000 milliamp, I could charge it at 4 amps, 2000, 2 amps, and so forth. So you have to know the milliamp of your battery, and you have to know the size of the battery. This is a 3000 milliamp 4S battery. Now I've already set this, but you can change the amperage setting. Same thing, you can change the size of the battery. And the battery check is basically asking, please confirm that this is a 4S. Confirm, and it starts charging. Now this is going to give you several values. One, that the amperage, and then its current voltage. If you go on this particular charger, if I go down, it gives me the end voltage, and this is fully charged. If I go up, it gives me the individual cell value. And then ideally all 4 cells would be the same. And if you want to stop the charging at any point, you can do so. Now let's say we want to do a storage. So right now it's set on charge. So I'm going to go over to storage. Same thing, except I jumped straight to the storage because I knew it was a 4S. And then it'll say that the storage voltage, this is where you store it when you're not flying it, at 5.2. So you can see that at 5.2221, and you can see the individual cell values at 3.8. When it's done during the storage, this amperage is going to automatically go down to 0 on this particular charger. Now, one thing you can also use instead of a fireproof safe is a LIPO bag. Now, a LIPO bag is a fireproof bag that you put the battery in while you charge it. Now, if you open the hood of your car and use your car battery to power the charger, you absolutely need to use this, because if the battery has a problem and becomes a fire, your car burns up. If you're parked near the clubhouse will burn down. There's a whole variety of problems. Now, these LIPO bags are easy to store, and you put the battery in, you seal it up with the Velcro, and then the balance connector and this connector is outside the bag. Now, if there's a problem, the fire will be contained inside the LIPO bag, and you want to stay away from it because the gas will be toxic. And so these are easy to store and easy to use. Now, one of the things you have to be aware of is that some batteries have different size connectors. This 1100 milliamp 3S has this small connector. This 1500 milliamp 3S has a larger connector. Now, what I've done is I have a connector that comes out of the charger, and we've got a Super Dean connector here, and I can either plug this into it and charge a small battery, or even a NiCad for that matter, or I can charge the other style connector using the same cord that comes out of the charger. This is what I store my batteries in. It's a padded case, and the batteries are inside the case. It's always latched. And then when you open it, you find all the batteries, and I also make sure that when I close the case, I'm not going to short a cable or something like that. And I just keep them in here, and I keep them in the storage condition of the voltage, and that's important. When you're done flying, just don't stick them back in the case. You need to do the storage portion of your charger to get them back to the storage voltage. When I go to the flying field, and then I stick whatever batteries I'm going to use into one of these small portable ammo cans. This one's plastic. It's not the best material, but at least it's contained. Now, if your battery has this problem, that means one of the balance connectors has come loose from the board that's on inside the battery. It will not charge. It will give you errors. And so if you know what you're doing, you can fix these. But that is another risk, and I have not taken the time to fix this battery. This is an example that I saw. It's actually kind of a nice setup, whereas he can plug the he can go to the car battery to power the charger, and he's got a very nice little table there to hold it. What he needs is a LIPO bag to store the battery, just in case there ever is a problem. If you're in the St. Louis area, come and visit us at Booter Park, www.glizma.com. We have rockets, radio control, control line, and drones, and they're all separate areas, and so you can fly all of this stuff. And the Lafayette Escadrille has been flying there at Booter Park since 1960. So we have our main flying circle has been in the same location since that time. Thanks for watching. Bye.